Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to this reading. This is about your future spouse, about them being vulnerable with you for the first time. And so, in this reading, I will first check why is your future spouse going to open up to you? What is it about you that makes him want to open up and be vulnerable with you? Then, and this can act as a energy check-in for you to understand if you picked the right group for you. Then I'm gonna go into the details of what is this vulnerable moment for them, like what are they going to tell you, what are they going to expose of themselves, and then I'm going to go into the your reaction to this vulnerable moment of them, and then about how they will respond to your reaction. So this is how the reading is going to go. So I have three groups here. The first is the forgiveness. So group 1 is forgiveness card with the turquoise crystal card. Group 2 is workplace romance with the ruby zeolite. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. And then group 3 is self-love with the rhodonite heart. So I'll see you at your reading, okay? And pause the video if you need more time to pick your group. Hello to everyone who chose group 1. So with this forgiveness card, the first message I'm getting is that there could be two things that are coming out here in terms of the vulnerability of your future spouse. I feel like for some of you, this is your future spouse forgiving and letting go of their own past, but I'll go into very much detail about this. And for others of you, this is about them being vulnerable with you because they're seeking your forgiveness. So I'll see then all the details, and you can take whichever version of this is for you, because I see already a split in this group. So but let's see what about you makes your future spouse wants to open up to you. So I already pre-shuffled and got the 9 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and then I got also the Renewal card as well as the Creation card. So obviously your characteristics and the way you are is what makes your future spouse feel comfortable with you to open up. And what I see here is that the reason they open up to you is because they feel like you can understand the issues that they want to expose to you. They know that you, because you went through something difficult in your life with the 5 of Cups, this person knows that you are able to understand what kind of pain they went through as well, and that therefore they can be seen by you, and they can be not judged by you. They also see that you are an honest and dependable type of person with this Knight of Pentacles, that you speak your truth, that you're very reliable, very consistent, and very stable as an energy or as a person. The energy you bring is an energy of groundedness and a solid ground on which to land when when somebody is being vulnerable and exposing themselves. So it feels safe for them to open up to you. And also that you are somebody that speaks in a very direct manner with the 8 of Wands. There isn't anything fake about you. You're very transparent and authentic, and you're also like quick-witted and very clever, and you know, with the Eight of Wands, I feel like you're a great communicator. And so they feel like with you there is a flow of natural communication. And on top of everything else, you are their wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. They see you as very precious, very valuable, emotionally open and available. And so they feel like you are somebody that can hold other people's emotions really well, as well as you have experienced in your own life renewal and endings and new beginnings. You had to renew your own life. You had to go through difficult times that represented like the death of the old self. This Knight of Pentacles reminds me of the Death card because of the fact that in this figure she is holding the typical sickle. I think it's called the sickle, is it? Yeah, the sickle, which is typically the type of tool that the death holds into the death card. So I feel there is a very strong energy here about big endings of chapters in your life and renewal of new beginnings. And so this also probably is something that they're going to be opening about in terms of what they want to speak about to you. And they know that you can perfectly understand this because you have probably talked to them about this, about yourself. So they know that you can understand what they are going to say to you. So it's like as if in parallel ways you have experienced similar things, and therefore you can perfectly welcome this information that they want to share with you. And then with the creation, you're a very creative person, and this person feels like that there is this energy force that is within you and that can be very proliferant. Like you hold a lot of abundance in you, a lot of prosperity within you as a person, a lot of richness within you, and this person sees it all, sees your value, and this person realizes that therefore they want to create with you, and to create with you they want to share their innermost self with you. They want to make you part of their life. They want to welcome you in their own life and make like a fusion of energies between you two. So this is what they see in you and why they open up to you. I'm going to now look into what is your future spouse is going to open up to you. So if this resonated with you, this first part, then this is your reading. It's definitely confirmation for you, and I'm going to look now into the details of what they're going to confess and say to you. Okay, so I already pre-shuffled many cards, but I will also now pull straight away tarot, and then I will also show you everything that came out through this big amount of oracle decks that I consulted. So let's have a look at what first of all I have the Five of Cups and the King of Swords. So as I split the deck, so what is your future spouse going to confess about and open up about with you? Is that they had quite a bit of loss that they experienced in their past, just like you did. So as you can see, you have similar experiences. Five of Cups for your spread. And with the King of Swords, this person is opening up with a lot of clarity of mind and with a lot of a direct way of communicating with you as well. So they are not hiding anything from you. Let's see, what is it that they're going to open up about? The Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, the Four of Pentacles, together with the Ace of Wands, at the bottom of the deck, Temperance card. Now I'm going to clarify with another tarot deck, and then I will start talking about this message and about all the details that are coming through. Okay, so clarify the moon, please. Justice. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Magician. It came in reverse, I'm gonna leave it at that. Clarify the Sun. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Clarify the Ace of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. Clarifying Temperance. Yeah. So the first message that's coming through for me here is that your future spouse will open up to you about the problem that arose in their past. The fact that they got betrayed by somebody that they considered very important in their life. Someone that they saw as their person, and that though manipulated them into thinking like they were the one, but in reality they betrayed them. Somebody that they invested a lot in because they thought that this person was their happiness, but ultimately this person was hiding a lot from them, and lying and cheating on them, and that they were treated unfairly by this person. They're going to open up about the fact that they had to protect their resources in terms of energy, health, finances from this person after they realized that this person was not trustworthy, and that they're seeking to now heal, forgive the past and let it all go, and that they're seeking to, you know, a new beginning where there is a new beginning in their life, where a new chapter where there is clarity and you know, clarity between partners, and where there is also you know, where there is like a source of inspiration based on honesty, inspiration to create something balanced and stable together. And so I feel like this person is going to see in you this opportunity of building this new creative spark that's based on honesty and reliability, and that they're going to follow their intuition in regards to this, because I see that the goddess of the moon came out. So this person is very much at this point in time in connection with their own inner self. And I'm saying this because I also have the mystic, the shaman. So as you can see, this person is extremely spiritually evolved, and they're going to open up about the fact that they have a vision for their life, a vision of something that is healthy, and that you know, with the ring they see the possibility of building this healthy path with you, because the ring is a promise of loyalty and a future together. And this vulnerability may came at the time, this moment of vulnerability may come out at the time when this person, when your future spouse proposes to you to get engaged because of the ring that I see here. And I feel like this moment will bring a lot of healing to both of you, in terms of forgiving and let go of the past, whatever you both have experienced, which I see has been pain, grief, and loss. Also, the trust card comes out again, so the fact is that this person is opening up to you because they feel they can trust you. They feel like you're a trustworthy person, and I feel like they're also opening up to you about the loss of trust that they have experienced in the past. Because with the champion, achievement and downfall, this person thought they were winning in life, and they thought that they were having it all. But in actual fact, then they realized that they went down with this past person that they relied upon, and that this card talks about the fact that when you think you have it all and when you think you are on top of the world, this card warns you about not being let's say too boastful about it, not being still maintaining like an humble type of attitude, because if you lose touch with reality, you may just experience some setbacks and some downfalls. So I think what this person experienced is that they thought that they were on the right journey, but they were kind of being blind to the reality of what they were experiencing, to the reality of what actually was happening. And they obviously take their own part of responsibility for this, because this person feels to me like they don't want to play the victim of events. This person feels to me like they want to take accountability for their own choices. And with the Hound card, they realized that they had made an agreement with this person from the past that implied more restrictions to their freedom than they thought, and that they were keeping their word to this person, but that they then got taken advantage of. So then they decided that this situation no longer benefited them, and therefore they had to understand that although they had promised loyalty to each other, the best path of action was actually to break free and start again. So this person, what they're confessing to you is about their journey and what they went through, and the fact that they went through something very difficult that put them in a state of survival, and that now they want to make a choice to they're basically now at a point of crossroad where they are deciding to move forward from being single and come into union with you. So I strongly feel that there is a confession of love here, of wanting to build something with you, with the ring, and with these new beginnings in the renewal card that we saw earlier coming up for your energy. This person really wants to basically talk to you about what they went through, and to make you understand their journey, and to make you understand how much they actually value you, how much they see your importance in their life, and how much they think you are the one that they want to propose to and create a home with, and create a stable future with. Because you see, we have now the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, so 4 could be a number that you're seeing maybe, and this is a confirmation that this message is for you. And with the World, this person wants to close the old life that they experienced, where they got betrayed and all, and they want to open a new chapter fresh, taking this path, this choice of making you theirs, making you part of their home, their life, their creating this cozy nest with you, creating this reality with you that's new. In fact, also this person is confessing you how much they want to be authentic, showing the real self, authentic in their choices, authentic in their clarity of mind that they've reached, that there is no more confusion, that they're not going to lie to themselves anymore, that they're going to follow what will develop in a very organic way, in a very natural way with you. They're not going to try to force things, and that they feel there is this new important romantic cycle that's beginning with you. Now, they could have Moon in Aquarius or Moon in Libra, but only take it if it resonates. And they, they're going to confess that they are following the divine course of their life. So they're connecting to the divine and connecting to their intuition, to their higher self, to go with this flow of life as it brings them to the new path with you, and leaving behind the past, not letting the past affect their present and future with you. Tarantula cards talks also about a crossroads, which is confirmation of the two of Wands energy of crossroads, which it's come out actually multiple times, because I have other cards that talk about this, so I'll show you them all anyway, slowly but surely. And so the tarantula spirit talks about the need, coming to a moment of time of their life where there is a need to make a very important decision that involves prioritizing their life's deeper purpose. So what basically this reading is saying is that your future spouse is going to tell you that they want to leave behind a past type of life that is sidetracking them from their actual dream. That is pushing them away from this inner voice that is begging them to refocus their attention in order to find true happiness, and that they want to patiently and calmly, with the Temperance card as well, choose wisely, and this choice involves you. So I have here also this dagger, so fear, worries, and tense situations. So this person is leaving behind very tense situations. They're following spiritual guidance, which is protecting them. They are also embarking on a new path in terms of their work. This could be also to do with completing some studies and entering a new phase with a new job, because they want to free themselves from feeling tied down, frustrated about these tense situations that have taken place in their life. So it feels to me like this person will be vulnerable to you about the fact that they want to work to create their own stability, which will prepare the ground in order to release completely past situations that have caused tension and have caused frustrations and blockages in their life and challenges to overcome. And also I feel that they're going to confess to you that they feel very lucky about having met you. Let me clarify with the tarot. Please clarify the good luck card. Yeah, Ace of Swords comes out again. Ten of Wands, Chariot, Princess of Swords at the bottom, as well as the Four of Wands, the Magician, and the Lovers. Yes, this is about them expressing to you how important you are in their life in order to manifest stability, in order to move forward from the past burdens, the past blockages, cutting out, breaking through the past and moving forward in a more enlightened path with you. That is a completely new discovery to explore, because they feel this soul bond with you, and it's very strong, and so they already perceive that you two can create something big together. So they're going to confess all of this to you. And I'm going to just move a few cards away just because I need to create space for other cards. I also have I hear speak and express my truth, which again talks about the authenticity that this person is gonna be embodying with you. And when I heal, the world heals. So this is again talking about this healing process that this person is undergoing. They're going to talk to you about how much they are alchemizing everything that occurred in their life, and that this is bringing healing in their own world as well as the world around them. That love is the key for them, and faithfulness is the key for them in order to build something really significant with the wedding and the house. So wanting to marry you and wanting to build a home. So this is a confession of love, practically. Confession of love that starts from talking about the past and ends up talking about the present and future with you, future plans, by offering you the engagement ring. I strongly perceive here. In fact, I also have the courage and taking on challenges type of card, the warrior. So showing that your future spouse wants to fight for this connection, wants to fight to build with you, and with the Archangel Raziel is going to feel very inspired because you two share past lives with the Akashic Records. So I have number 33 also here. That's another master number. So you could be seeing also 33 as confirmation. And this person is going to talk about having had in the past some, let's say, either addictions to, it could be to material wealth, but I feel it's more being addicted to connecting with the wrong people, with the wrong person, specifically the wrong partner, and therefore having a lot of reactive behaviors in regards to this connection that they had, and having to reclaim their own power. So I feel like this person has been taken advantage of from the past partner, and they had to overcome a major fear. In fact, we had the moon card coming out as first card. They had to overcome major fears, the fear of realizing that they want to be in the energy of love. They don't want to be, because you see, when there is fear, there is no space for love. So if they kept fearing that, for example, another partner could betray them or could not be honest with them, whatever the case, that would be a big blockage. So they realized that they needed to overcome fear. They need to work on that, and that in you they find a friend, a good friend. They understand that you are in their life for a reason, for a very important reason. So this is like an acknowledgement of your role in their life. And this person is going to tell you that they embrace the transitional energy of being in between, not knowing exactly what the future holds, but wanting to hold vision for a future together. Number 26 could be relevant for you. And to be fearless and bold in order to move forward in this connection with you, in order to create that stability with the number 4 coming out again, in order to see this prosperity with the number 8, which 26 reduces to, and to create this new beginning of life with you. You see the way there is a baby here, possibly for some of you having children if you can still conceive, or anyway creating a new life together and surrendering to what it is, surrendering to what will be with you. And again, look, the forgiveness card is coming out again, so confirmation of the fact that this person is letting go of anything that occurred in the past, forgiving themselves for not having seen it through earlier or quicker, and even though realized that this brought to a level of enlightenment, to a level of ascension, and to a possibility of thriving for something that they want to build with you, create with you again. This energy of creativity is coming out again. And with the rosemary, we have remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. So faithfulness comes out for a second time together with the dog card of the faithfulness. So this is them exposing to you, telling you, I see you can be a loyal partner to me. I see you can be faithful just as much as I am. I feel like I remember you in a way, as a person that is part of my soul journey, like somebody that I might have even met in a past life, if that's something that they believe in, for some of you. And that they embrace this transformation with the butterfly energy. They embrace the transience. Again, can you see how many times the transition comes through with many different decks? So they embrace this transitional time where we don't know yet where we're going, but we want to bet on this because, and we want to gamble on this in terms of throwing ourselves into this because we feel it's right. So that's what they're going to confess. And they're going to confess that we have the mischief as well as the overcoming obstacles. That again, that's confirmation of the betrayal and overcoming this past that has been very difficult to understand initially, but then enlightenment came forward, and that they're willing to make sacrifices in order to build with you, and they are a very responsible person. So they're going to talk to you and say that they're willing to take on this challenge, to this epi challenge, to build with you. It's a challenge because they've experienced something difficult before, which makes them obviously not want to repeat the same mistakes. Quotes with the mistakes. Everything in our journey is a learning curve. And then they're going to also say that at times they will seek solitude in order to reconnect with their inner wisdom, and in order to process everything that they need to process still, in order to come out rejuvenated with fresh energy that they can offer to you, in order to have fresh energy to pour into your connection, because they want to experience new adventures, a new chapter, embrace the unknown with curiosity, which is again repeating as a message here, and letting the journey shape their path. The journey as it unfolds naturally shape their path with you, with a lot of wisdom. The snake confirms again about the toxicity that they experience, the fact that this toxicity came out, and probably there was also gossip about it from people around them. The fox confirms about the energy of stealing, cheating, lying, betraying that they experienced, something they didn't foresee initially, but that then they got clarity about and they got direction on how to move forward from. And then they want to tell you that they want to experience a sense of wonderment, awe, in the everyday life, that they want to experience with you anything that it is as it comes. So again, it comes out this message about wanting to go with you in a very natural way about how you both feel for each other, and just following this love that's blossoming between you two in a very natural way. So I want to see now your reaction to what they said. So how are you going to respond to this? I'm feeling like checking 2 decks for this question. So I'm going to now remove all the cards so I can create more space. Okay, so how are you going to respond to this confession of love, confession of basically wanting to build with you, and you know, it's like a big step forward. I can tell how you know, how relevant for this person is to tell you how much they're into you and how much they see your value in order to build with you and invest into a like a very serious relationship with you, as it is coming through the reading. So you're gonna respond with the Star, the 4 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the Temperance, the Hierophant. At the bottom of the deck, the 4 of Swords. Let me clarify with this other tarot deck. Okay, clarify the Star, please. We have the Muse of Materials. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles, please. We have the 3 of Inspirations, which is again the 3 of Wands, which came out already in the spread. I'm gonna try to put these cards together like this. Clarify the 3 of Swords, please. Wow, the Star again. Look at all these repeated cards, amazing. Clarify the 7 of Cups, Hierophant, 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Clarify the 3 of Wands and Temperance, please. Okay, I think I need to move the cards a little bit forward so you can see them all. We have the Page of Inspiration. There is a lot of wands here, a lot of inspiration. And at the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Voices clarifying the 4 of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that you definitely are going to feel a multitude of emotions when your future husband or future spouse confesses all this to you. Definitely it's going to be an overwhelming feeling, because you have experienced yourself difficult, you know, I mean very difficult emotions in your own past. You have experienced heartbreak and serious loss in your previous connections as well. So for you is a big jump, as big as it is for them. And yet I feel that you're going to communicate several things to your future spouse. You're going to say definitely that you're very happy that they're telling you this, that you feel very, inspired by what they're saying to you, and that you feel like you want to fight for this connection, for building up with them. You're willing to take to take to do what it takes in order to move forward towards this commitment with them, because this makes you feel excited. At the same time, and with the King of Pentacles, you do offer stability to them back. So you're going to say yes to this proposal. And I mean, it's no surprise because we're talking about your future spouse. But at the same time, for as much as this is inspiring and this adventure is something you want to go on, you're also going to communicate about your own fears and your own needing to take this slow approach to things, just as much as they want to take this slow and organic approach to things, because you do have your own personal reservations when it comes to fully open up and give it all. With the Four of Pentacles, you feel like there is a part of you that screams, hold on to your own stability, what you already know, and because this is a big change for you. And so you have definitely a multitude of feelings, a mix of excitement, happiness, feeling like it's a wish come true, because I have the star twice. So it's something you really wished for and it's coming true for you. Like this proposal, you being proposed to get married is something you wished for and it's now coming to fruition. So you're there for that, because we have the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles, and we have the Temperance, which is helping you as an energy to have balance as this very strong proposal comes through. And at the same time, you feel emotionally overwhelmed with the Seven of Cups, and a little bit in your head with the overthinking of the Eight of Voices. So you definitely need time to think it through. You're gonna say that you want to, like, you're gonna say yes, but you're gonna also say that you need time to let this settle with you. So that's what you're gonna answer. Let's see what then your future spouse is gonna tell you, in order, like, as a answer to this kind of feelings you're sharing with them. Let's have a look at that. So what is your future spouse then going to respond to this? Which way? Oh, the Five of Cups. Hold on, let's see. The Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh, this person is going into a panic. They might take the fact that you are the fact that you have all this turmoil of feelings, make them feel very anxious, I would say. But they also know that you said, yeah, they also understand that you said yes, but they're gonna feel, because you show all this, you see the Two of Swords, because you have sort of exposed your side of your side that is very vulnerable as well, which is the side of you that has got still the residual um, let's say the residual part of you that's been heartbroken. You know, your future spouse perceives that you are vulnerable in the way that you are emotionally sort of very delicate in a way, and so they feel very much like, you know, nearly fearing that you're going to at the end not moving forward. So you're kind of making them in a way doubt. So obviously this reading can be a warning in a way to say, if you don't want them to doubt you, I mean, I'm not saying to fake that you are 100% sure, and you know, I'm not saying that, but definitely be aware of the fact of the effect that you telling them how you feel is going to have on them. Okay, now obviously you do what you feel like is best for you. You need to be authentic. So I'll give you an advice anyway at the end, but this is the reaction. So let's see, clarify the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, clarify the 5 of Wands, sorry, the 5 of Cups I meant, clarify the 5 of Cups, yeah, 2 of Wands. Yeah, see, the 9 of Swords, they are getting in an anxious state, I'm telling you. And then we have the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, Princess of Swords, that's the Page of Swords, 6 of Wands, King of Swords. So this person is very decisive about wanting to make sure that you accept their offer. With the Knight of Wands is like, oh my god, I really need to get through here, because you know, it's nearly like making them feel more even more decisive about this choice, and wanting nearly to make sure that you do take them seriously and on board on this, and they want to win at this, you know, like honestly, they absolutely adore you. I can tell from this energy that they don't want to lose you. They see this future and they cannot miss this out. You look at the 2 of Cups, oh my god, this person is in love with you. So 7 of Cups, look at this, you're gonna put them in their head, and their heart is going to skip a bit when you answer to them, because they absolutely love and adore you, and they want you in their life forever. And so they want you to really lose any doubts. They want you to give away any doubts you have about the future with them. So they're gonna be very, very much decisive, letting you know how much they love you and how much they want to build with you, and they're serious with you. Okay, so I see somebody that doesn't want to miss this opportunity with you. Okay, so be gentle with this person, because they really care for you. Okay, I'm gonna get an advice, final advice for you in regards to this moment of vulnerability, and then I'll close the reading by just pulling a few letter tiles, just as a confirmation for initials for you. So what is the best advice for group 1? Don't stop. Yeah, be assertive. No, trust. Don't stop. Trust. Ask your angels. So at the time when your future spouse opens up to you and is vulnerable to you, you know, don't hesitate, be assertive, and trust in them. Anyway, ask your angels for any advice you need, because they will be there for you to answer your questions and support you in this very significant time of your life. Let me gather your initials to close the reading. If so far this reading resonated, and if you liked it, please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you know, anything really helps as an energy exchange. So hype the video so it gets around. And yeah, these are your initials. So I have A 3 times, Q I S E, K I T M X L N, and A again. So this could be your initials or your future spouse's initials. And these are all the messages, group 1. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next. Hi to everyone who chose group 2, workplace romance. So the first message I get from this card is that this vulnerable moment where your future spouse will open up to you, it will be in regards to something to do with the fact that like work is very important to this person. Okay, so I feel like the message, and I'm gonna go into much more detail about it, is that there is a shift that this person is going to want to make, because I already pre-shuffled loads of oracle cards which have shown me a certain message. But before I get into that, I want to first show you why is your future spouse going to open up to you. So what is it about you specifically that makes them open up? I have the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, and then I got Justice as well as Exploration. I think that you two share in common some fundamental values when it comes to work ethics. I think that the reason why your future spouse is able to open up to you and be vulnerable about the matter I'm going to talk about very soon, it's because they see you as their equal, as somebody that shares very similar values when it comes to life, when it comes to work ethics, when it comes to being, you know, an ethical person in general. So this person sees you also as just as ambitious as they are, with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. And this person sees you as somebody that is very capable, very committed to what you set your mind to, and to the, and you know, also somebody that can offer like very solid values in terms of family values, like traditional values. You are that kind of person that I heard holds a sacred space for the people that you care about. And so I see a lot of integrity in you, as your future spouse describes you through these cards. And they see you as somebody that they can begin anew in a love bond, in a love connection, and somebody very fair with his justice here, and somebody that they want to explore new avenues with. And this is why they're going to open up about something very difficult that they have experienced, and I'll show you now why am I saying this. So if this energy check-in, let's say, about you resonated with you, then you can watch the rest of the reading. Now, just to let you know, when I reach 3,000 subscribers, I will select the winner for a free personal reading. So if you want to participate, you can check the description box below on how to enter the draw. Now let's have a look. First, I'm going to consult 2 tarot decks to see more about this message that came through the oracles. And so let's have a look. What is it that your future husband is going to tell you and be vulnerable about for the first time with you? 8 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Princess of Swords, 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Okay. At the bottom of the deck I have the Chariot. Okay, I'm gonna now clarify with another tarot deck and then I'll show you all the other cards. Okay, so clarify the 8 of Wands. 2 Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords again. Clarify the Page of Swords. This Page of Swords. Seven of Cups, Empress. Clarify the 4 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. At the bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. So, as you can see, this energy here is talking about moving forward with the 8 of Wands as well as the Chariot from something difficult that they've experienced in the past with the 9 of Wands, and wanting to create something completely new that feels destined. So when this person is going to open up, they're going to literally be telling you about the fact that they want to have this new love story with you and get married with you and form a family. I'm laughing because since we're talking about the future spouse, the messages from group 1 and group 2, they're kind of colliding in the I'm not surprised at all, because this is the vulnerable, the vulnerable self of your future spouse coming out saying that they want to be with you, coming out to profess their love for you, and asking you with the Page of Swords in marriage. So this is again another, group 1 was similar, obviously not the same. The back history that created trouble is different because I have different oracle cards that came out for that. But so when this person is going to propose to you and all, I see a proposal again, wanting basically even telling you, like, I want you to become the mother of my children, or the parent of my children. I absolutely love you. I feel like we are destined to be together. I feel like you're my destiny. Out of everyone, I choose you. Out of every other possibility in love that I could have, I absolutely choose you. You are the only one I want, and I want to give you, everything. So that's again, like, it's another proposal, just like group one. It's a proposal of engagement and of marriage. And you can tell by the cards, you know, we have all cards that talk about prosperity, forming a family, uh, seeing you as the mother of the children or the father of the children. Put it as you need, depending on who you are watching. Four of Wands, marriage, being in love, coming forward with a love proposal. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, being in love, Queen of Cups, seeing you as a loving person. And for me, the page is this, coming forward with this proposal and being very decisive with the Chariot. Now the Nine of Wands is here because this is their past, and I'm going to now tell you about what they're going to open up before they propose to you. They may discuss with you about you know, things that happened in the past, because I see a lot of cards here that talks to me about this. So let me show you first of all the some oracle cards actually confirm the tarot spreads, and I'll pull them out after, but now I want to pull the cards that talk about the past of this person, okay, and show you why do we have the Nine of Wands, which shows an energy of this person having to be resilient and overcome difficulties and you know, standing strong in their path. So I have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups, the Hermit, the Five of Cups, the Tower, and the Devil. So and I have the Gambler here with loss and risks. I also have just to show you other confirmations of these energies that are coming through. There is also, like, well, I'll show you in a minute, but I'll talk about this first, because I'll go into the more details in a moment. But basically, your future spouse is going to tell you that they went through some major loss in their life, something to do specifically with their work, because first of all, because I have the work card, but also because there are other ones that came out in other decks that are confirming about this sense of loss, as if somebody even might have stolen from them. Anyway, it feels like there has been a loss of either money, finances, or a job, something that maybe they did, maybe with the Gambler, they you know, they might have let's say taken some financial hit in the past, in their past, and I mean, it could for some of you, but obviously not all. Don't take this reading if it's not for you, but for some of you it could literally be a problem with gambling. Obviously it's very specific and not for everyone, but it could have been even just somehow they may have invested in something that didn't work out for them, you know, something that was a risky investment and that didn't pay out. And so this was a big lesson about for them to, you know, this shook their world with the Tower, shook their world, shook their foundation as they knew it, and brought a lot of pain, difficulties with the Five of Cups. They had to move on from this loss. They had to retreat in order to understand how to move forward from this, and they then had to come back up and restart. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Restart in every area of their life, I feel. So I'm going to show you more cards because I want you to have a specific picture. You see there's a shadow card which shows that they had to face their shadows, their shadow self, the shadow self that brought them to make choices which didn't pay off. And I also see here misunderstanding with this wall, pineapple, reconciliation. So pig, beware of greed. So somebody greedy definitely could have taken even advantage of them financially. They could have, this could obviously be different for all of you, but I see like someone in their life creating some very big shakeups at our moment. So this could have been being like a loss of a job. Maybe this person was in a certain career and all of a sudden they got fired. This could have been a financial crisis of some kind. I see something, or this could have been somebody that stole from them. Whatever the case it is, there was like a big loss. And I also see those successful outcome to your problems. So clearly this person is going to find the key to resolve this problem. And I also have the bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So that's repeated. So this person will overcome and has overcome probably at the time when you two are relating this problem that they had in the past. Fair man is an indication of who this person could be. So only take if it resonates, it is very specific. This person could have blonde, gray, or white hair, and could be of Caucasian, a Caucasian person. And what I'm getting here, I have a story, letter, messenger, despair, and doctor, and young woman. So what I'm seeing here is that this person received a message which brought him a lot of despair. Now, this could be a letter of any kind, It could be even a letter in regards to something that was to do with their health, since there is a doctor card. And maybe their health affected their ability to maybe work, and maybe they got laid off because of this reason. Or it could be some other reason, like it could be a letter that told them that they had a financial hit. It could be anything really, but I see here clearly that some communication came in that brought a lot of despair to this person, and that they asked support from a doctor in order to feel better. So they probably went to, could be even like a psychologist, a psychotherapist. These are very specific details and only will be resonating for some of you. So this is a collective reading, of course. And if this reading is not resonating, please choose another one. And after this happened, then they met you with the young woman here. I feel like you may have met this person when they were not in a good time of their life, or maybe at the end of it, let's say at the end tail of this difficult time that they experience in their life. And this might have brought some misunderstanding between you two. But then you will reconcile this kind of misunderstandings, I see here with the pineapple. And in fact, it is confirmed by the fact that this person comes up as the mediator with the goddess here, because this person wants to keep you in their life. So what I see here is that they're going to open up to you about the fact that I feel like they're going to tell you that they respect your point of view about what you are telling them or have told them about what has occurred in their life, and that they want to find a common page with you. So this is the moment when they're vulnerable, coming out and telling you I see a future with you. I want you in my life. You are a force of life, a force of nature. I feel very like I feel very sensually attracted to you. You're absolutely everything I wish for, and I respect your opinions. And I want to find a common way to move forward and to bring new life together. Like bring new life to our life in common. And I want to take action. They're gonna tell you in order to bring love to you, in order to experience love with you, and to build a home. And I have very strong, empowering, loving thoughts towards you. You are a dream for me come true, and you are the answer to many prayers that I made. And through you, through this dream that you represent, I find the answers to a big part of my life. This person is going to confess you that they felt unworthy, rejected, abandoned, and that that affected their sense of self as a leader in their work, at their workplace. That kind of shook their sense of how much of a leader they could be in their life. It may have been also that a person of authority, so an authority figure, a judge or a policeman, somebody could have made them feel like, they were basically could have challenged them, in terms of their feelings of unworthiness as a person, their security within themselves. Obviously, only for some of you again. And the challenge that this person is going to expose to you is that they felt this loss, this lack, and they had to reconquer a sense of ability to have abundance in their life. They had to reconquer a mentality of, having the possibility to build big and having the ability to take a leadership role in their life in order to bring prosperity in their own life, and to reconquer a sense of self-esteem in order to manifest good things in their life. This person is going to also be very open about the fact that at times they may not have been honest with themselves in regards to the fact that they were taking either a too big of a risk in some areas of their life, and that they may have taken a bigger step than they should have. So I feel like this person has a lot of regrets about certain things that occurred in their past, and they want to really embody an energy of being honest, first of all with themselves, and sticking to this kind of strong value of authenticity and honesty. This person definitely experienced something very difficult, because here is the wasp spirit coming out saying sometimes life stings. So this person definitely experienced major challenges, which though led them to want to lay a solid foundation for themselves. So their intention is to build back up again, stronger than before. And you know, the beaver spirit is a spirit of wanting to be not anymore a gambler, but a person that is able to be stable and grounded and solid in creating things that can last for the longer time. And this is something that you may have criticized, you know, about them because of what they did in the past, and therefore, you know, misunderstanding could have come up between you two. And I have perception and intuition, so I really feel like this person is going to really, when they're opening up to you, they're going to really want to make you understand that they're not up for wearing masks anymore. They're not up for trying to look more than what they actually are, or trying to pretend that things are good when they're not, and that they are actually very much in an honest connection with their own self, inner and higher self, and that they are now very much in listening to their own guidance when it comes to important matters of life, and that they want to protect what is important because they didn't do it in the past, and they do want to change this aspect of them. Yeah, look, change, flow, yeah. And you know, instead of playing this pretend game where, you know, they were lying to themselves, first of all, they want to be in a more honest flow of thoughts with you, with themselves. First of all, they want to reestablish contact with the community around them as well, because I feel like during this time of hermit that we saw, the card of hermit, they retreated a lot to resolve within themselves a lot of issues, and they're going to open up about wanting to rebuild in terms of reestablishing contact with the outer world in a better way, in a more authentic way. They're really seeking, they're going to open up about seeking a lot of tranquility, wanting to practice a lot of self-care, being kind to themselves and others. They want to restart. This person really wants a new start. We saw the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. They want to have a revival, a complete transformation of their life. They want to progress compared to where they were at before. They're in a healing process, and they're going to confess you how much in love they are with you, and how much they require patience for themselves, and how much they want to feel patient in the process of change that's taking place in their own life. They also are going to tell you that they feel more empowered, and that again, there is the authenticity here, so that they want to be authentic, again, not wearing anymore any false masks as they were before. All they seek is clarity, time for reflection, embracing any insight, and they have really done a lot of inner work. The shadow card came out. This person has really worked a lot with their shadow self. I feel there was the devil card as well, which shows having to clear their life from any sort of potential addictions or let's say distorted mentality that was affecting them. You see how many cards are talking here about seeking clarity, reflecting. So this person has been going through a lot of inner work, like really massive inner work, and they're really coming out of it very much in their power. So this has been a long journey for this person, a journey that again with the Sun card, this is speaking again about clarity and reaching a breakthrough from cycles in which they were really stuck in a loop from which if it felt like they were trapped within it, they couldn't come out of. And you'll know what this is talking about if this is resonating. Where they felt also very sad and emotionally drawn. Sorry, emotionally drained, I meant. And withdrawn. But you know, all of this process is actually leading them to the proper prosperity that they seek. So it's been a very long journey, I can tell. There is again, look at this. Stop and reflect, reflect. May you discern and distill. This person is distilling, is purifying their energy field completely in order to then delight in new vitality, come up back alive. And they really see you as the person that can help them come out of the slumber in which they were, this deep sleep in which they were sort of not awakened, you know, as a soul. This deep sleep in which they were just medicating themselves whichever way they could from the pain that they were feeling, from whatever source this pain was coming from, whatever origin this pain had. And this card of the bear talks about the needing to make changes, needing to come out of the winter time, the slumber, the stillness, the stuckness, and having to move forward with the Chariot here and begin anew. Here it says attempt to give rather than take. So they're going to tell you that they want to give you the world, that they want to be practical about the way they offer you their love. You know, that's a big step for this person, I feel. But at the same time, they also want to tell you, that they also will tell you at the time when they're vulnerable, that they feel a spiritual connection with you. So it's a spiritual connection that, though they want to manifest in very practical terms, and that they want to open up their heart to you, and they want to open up to change. You see how many open up type of cards there are here, which is really telling me that this person was for a period of time closed off. With the Hermit card, very much withdrawn, and this is what led to misunderstandings between you two. Obviously, if that's resonating, if this is resonating with you, and though that you know, they see the value in being with you, and therefore that they want to build with you, as we saw from the tarot spread. I'm going to remove this card to show you again the tarot spread. They want to build big, and this is all the backstory that is behind this marriage proposal, an engagement proposal. So of course you will know if this is your person, if you already know them, or you will know if this is your person when you will meet them. If this story that I'm talking about here that came out through these cards will be the one that you experience with your future spouse. So their moment of vulnerability is going to be a very honest and genuine moment where they're going to expose their heart and open up to you fully. So they're going to be very sensitive at that time, and they are talking about building big with you. So they're offering their own whole self to you. And I'm gonna now have a look at what is the answer that you're going, like what are you going to feel and answer to them, and you know, respond to this art opening that this person is doing. I feel like sort of a nervous energy. I feel like this person will be very nervous at the time when they talk to you. I feel like nearly like a grip in my stomach or something. I feel like nearly like a cramp. So this person definitely is going to experience some very nervous energy, having to open up fully, talking about difficult things. I can tell, you know, like it's not easy to talk about loss and the shadow self, and you know, it's definitely not easy. So but this person is willing to do it with you because they trust you. They see you as a solid person, as we saw the Emperor and the King of Pentacles describing you. They see you as somebody they can completely rely on as a person. You may, specifically for some of you, meet through work and or maybe work together even. For some of you, even more specifically. But let's see your answer. I'm gonna consult 2 decks to see your answer. Then I will have a look at the response of your future spouse to your answer, and then I will be looking at initials to conclude the reading. So your answer is 8 of Cups, King of Swords, the Devil, the Four of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the 8 of Cups, please. I see here the love story between you two. You are going through a period where this misunderstanding we talked about earlier are going to make you leave temporarily the connection. But I see you coming back to it and reconciling, as the card of reconciliation also came out as confirmation of this spread. So clarify the 8 of Cups, the Moon. Yeah. Clarify the King of Swords. Of course, if it's not resonating, that's probably not your reading. Four of Voices, that's the Four of Swords again. Clarify the Devil. So we get 2 times the Four of Swords. We have the Hierophant. Clarify the Four of Swords. Temperance. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Six of Wands, Six of Inspiration, Five of Materials came together out. At the bottom of the deck I have the Nine of Inspiration and the Three of Emotions. I'm gonna take it because I feel like that's the time when you two reconcile, you see. So the story is that you two will go through a difficult time initially, where you are gonna walk away because you feared that the shadow side of this person would affect you negatively. So you're going to cut them out temporarily in order to refocus your energy on yourself. Now, that's the devil, which is what came out as the energy of your future spouse being somehow caught into this devil energy of temptation. Temptation from their shadow self, whatever that means specifically for each of you, and which is going to affect basically their stability, I feel, with the Hierophant. But then what's going to happen is that through the, I see the healing, because I see the Temperance here. I see the Temperance and I see the Four of Swords. So eventually you're going to reconcile, wanting to partner up, because it feels like we're coming out of loss. Like the feeling of loss is too big. The feeling of loss of each other is too big. So we're coming out of the loss of each other and into wanting to be together with the, having a victory in terms of cooperating together and wanting to reconcile with the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Inspirations, standing, but like fighting for this connection to actually work out, with the Three of Emotions coming together, renewing this. So I see that at the time when your future spouse will be vulnerable with you, it will be the time when they come back to reconcile with you, and they tell you how much they care for you and how much they want to fight for this and stand up beside you, and in order to bring the two of you back together, in order to have a proper commitment, a proper partnership that is based on solid foundation. So I see healing. Let me see now the response, since you are basically open to cooperating with them according to this tarot spread. Let's see now the response of your future spouse when you decide to reconcile with them. So how is your future spouse going to respond? And then I'll give you an advice anyway. So I have the Knight of Swords and of Pentacles, the Sun. They're gonna be very happy. They're gonna be so excited, like a child in at a fair, a fun fair. Yeah, when you look at this, they're very excited. Page of Wands, absolutely on top of the world, because you're saying yes to this, because you're saying yes, and they're gonna put in the work. This person is going to basically keep their word and put in the actual effort toward building big with you, in order to bring this happiness for the two of you in your life together. This person is going to come at you like there's no tomorrow, being so happy that you're coming back together. So that's what I'm getting here as a story for you. So it actually is different than group one, but the thing that is in common is the fact that this is a marriage proposal at the time when they're vulnerable. They're coming back and they're proposing to you, telling you how much they love you and that they want to be with you. So I'm going to have a look now at the advice for you. And then I'm going to have a look at your initials, just as an extra bit of confirmation. Let's see. What is the advice for the people that are watching group 2? Look for a sign. Abundance. Remain positive. No need to worry. Look at this. At the bottom, communicate clearly. So the advice is that at the time when your future spouse will come back and be vulnerable with you, to tell you about their love and their willingness to build properly with you, communicate clearly. Tell them what you need from them. But abundance is ahead of you too. There's no need to worry. So you can remain positive. And the signs from spirit, will guide you as well. So look for any signs that are significant for you in this connection. Could be animal spirits, could be numbers, could be dreams. All of that will show you the way. So if this reading anyway resonated so far, I'm now going to pull the initials. But if this reading resonated and you found it useful, please, as an energy exchange, like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave me a comment, even an emoji is sufficient, hype the video, share the video, anything counts. So these are your initials that could be relevant for you. I have a V, I 3 times, Y, G, B, another G, A, T, A again, X, N, A again, M, S, E, L, Z, and Y again. So this could be your first name, second name, or last name. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye. Hi to everyone who chose the self-love card as well as this rhodonite crystal art. This is your reading. So first of all, we'll check by looking at what is it about you that your future spouse makes your future spouse want to open up and be vulnerable with you. With the self-love card, I feel that certainly one thing that they're going to be vulnerable about is the needing to love themselves more. But I'll go further in the details because I already pre-shuffled loads of oracle decks which already showed me a certain story and picture about your future spouse. And I'm going to also do tarot before I go into the oracles. But let's see. So what about you make them want to open up? It's the Hanged Man, the Knight of Wands, the Empress, the Tower, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. And then I got the Skill, Transformation, Change, and Genesis. So your future spouse will open up to you because they feel that you are their perfect match. We have King and Queen of Cups, the two of the two, King and Queen of the same suit. So clearly two emotional beings that are very much in tune with their feelings and that are very respectful of each other's vulnerability. So the first reason that your future spouse decides to open up to you is because they know that their heart is safe in your hands. Because they know that you also have a motherly quality to you, very nurturing, with the Empress. Because they know that you have gone through tower moments in your life, difficulties, challenges, moments where you have had to completely rebuild your life from zero, from ground zero, which is confirmed by the skill to change, transformation, and genesis. This is all talking about you being a person that is very well accustomed to the phoenix rising type of motion. You know, you are this phoenix rising, you are this person that gets something gets destroyed in their life, you rebuild. You have a skill to it, you have developed a skill to rebuilding and coming out stronger with a strong powerful energy of creation, renewal between the Empress and Genesis energies here. So you have developed an enormous ability to rebuild. They also see you as a very passionate person that understands what feeling motivated is like, that understands what feeling inspired means, and somebody that therefore inspires them. They also see you as someone that will not judge them because you're open-minded, because you are able to put yourself in another person's shoes, because you are empathic, and therefore they feel like they can trust you with their innermost secrets and, you know, the part of themselves that is hard to show to others. They feel like they can show it to you open-heartedly and without reservations. So if this resonated with you, then this is your reading. So let's have a look now at what is it that they want to confess in this vulnerable moment with you. So what is it that they want to confess to you? Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, Strength. I'm going to clarify with another tarot deck, and then I will show you also all the other oracle deck cards that I got from several oracle decks. Clarify the Two of Wands, please. King of Pentacles. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The King of Pentacles came in reverse. I'm going to keep a note about it, or I might just leave it as reverse, because it does have a meaning, since I already know what the oracles are saying. Page of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Cups, please. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Five of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Yes. So, group 3. At the time when your future spouse will be vulnerable, they are going to confess to you that their shadow side is that they've always counted on their financial gains, and they've always basically seen the value of how much they could, let's say, earn or possess. They've always took that as the measure of their own value as a person. So this person, as a shadow, as the fact that They've always given, let's say, too much importance to their status, to their money, to feel self-worth. And they're going to confess that this has represented a blockage when it comes to expressing love and being real about their feelings for another person, because fundamentally they never felt good enough, although they had manifested a lot in their life in terms of wealth, but inside it felt like it was never enough, and as if they were not worthy of love. And so they're now standing in front of you, opening up about the fact that they feel so much like a child. Wearing their heart on their sleeve is something difficult for them, very, very vulnerable for them, and that in order for them to open up about how important you are for them and how much they want you in their life, it's a huge step for them, because wearing their heart on their sleeve, it's for them something that creates a lot of inner discomfort, but that for you, because of your significance in their life, because of the soul bond that they feel with you, that they decide to walk away from holding their feelings back, because they could lose you if they don't open up and they actually are vulnerable as they need. And I'm hearing the song Ego by Beyonce, so this song may be relevant for you. So this person had a lot of had relied a lot on their self-value based on their ability to produce money, to produce material abundance. And so this was their ego self that kind of created a lot of overthinking when it came to actually exposing true, honest, genuine feelings of pure love. And now they're in love with you. And therefore, while before they felt like at the end this big ego was creating these blockages towards difficult decisions and even a lack of direction. At the end of this, they felt empty. Life had become sort of meaningless, because yes, I have all of this, but I have nobody to share it with. So what is the point? And so this person started asking themselves this and realized that they want to share it with you, and that even as a shadow here, there is using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Potentially in the past they had engaged, I feel, in more superficial connections, because they didn't require them to actually be vulnerable and open with their heart, which was their comfort zone. But with you, that's something they can't do, because your connection is not superficial, because you have a strong, deep soul bond that they can't walk away from, and therefore they feel like they want to offer. I had these cards coming out. They came out in a bunch, all one together in a block. The offering, the prayer, the sustainer, and the lover. So as you can see, this is a literally offer of marriage, wanting to offer what they prayed for. They wanted a partner. They want to be a provider, somebody that can sustain others. So all this money that they accumulated, they want to give it to their lover, to you. And they feel inspired from their core. They feel inspired to do this because they have an immense amount of passion for you, but also like they feel very motivated. It just feels right to give to someone like you. This Empress that's represented in the Strength card, the Empress that we saw in your spread, Empress, Queen of Cups, this loving, caring, beautiful being. And this is the battle they had to overcome, releasing the attachments to just working day in, day out, being basically like a workaholic potentially, if that resonates, and having instead to open up their heart. Again, the Page of Cups comes out for the second time, in order to have you become their spouse, their wife, if you're a woman watching, because they feel called intuitively to it, and they want to stop just being focused on responsibilities and juggling the millions tasks that they've been juggling so far, because it's time to breathe out, to take a breather. It's time for them, so they're going to confess that it's time for them to feel good enough, regardless of how much wealth they can produce. They could have Moon in Virgo, Moon in Virgo. It's time to be real, to get real with you, and to embrace the flow of life, which means not just being always occupying their entire energy with material things, but being more flowing with life, and going with the flow also of emotions, which is something that they tried to control all throughout their life, but that with you they can't control anymore. And with the Elephant, if they feel like they want to break through, remove any obstacles when it comes to forming a family with you. And then I have the Dragon, so this is talking about spiritual enlightenment that this person is reaching, and ascension, basically a process of ascension that they are going through as they confess to you, or a process of ascension that they went through before they profess their love to you. With this eye, they see clearly the vision now. They see clearly the meaning that you have in their life. And this person feels divinely guided. As you can see, there are a lot of spiritual cards coming out here that say, through faith and hope, I'm divinely guided on my path, and the divine is always supporting and guiding me. So 2 cards telling you that this is divine guidance. I also have solid foundation, success with effort. So they want to build a solid foundation for you too, overcoming the obstacles or not expressing themselves, always feeling like there is not enough. You see, financial pinch, always feeling like I need to work more and more and more, and going about life with new creative ideas, embracing new ventures and a fresh start with you, because they feel strong emotions and passion and love for you, and because this is a spiritual love, as I said before. So confirmation. Now this person may have experienced some misfortune at times during their path, potentially even in their work, But the reunion with you as a soul really changes completely the course of, completely change the they're going to confess that basically meeting you completely changes the course of their life, because they feel like they want to finally commit to somebody, and that's you and that's them. You see the merchant, so this person could be a strong businessman or woman, and there is sorrow here. So I feel like you both have experienced some pain, but coming together is really a good thing for both, because you feel like you want to commit to each other. So this person is going to confess that they intend to be very committed to you, loyal to you. I have 44 energetic realm, life between lives. This is talking again about feeling inspired from divine guidance, wanting to create a family with you. I have 22 now, two numbers of stability, 22 and 44. Like 22 is coming together as a couple, 44 is a number of stability. And yeah, that's them that went on these work patterns, always busy, always prioritizing work against everything else in their life. So I know that I cannot change the past. So this person knows that they can't change the past, but they know also that they can act in the present with you and bring a different future together. And they want to start laughing more. They want to start focusing on lighter things. They want to lighten up the load, make their dreams real with you, build this beautiful world together, and experiencing endless miracles. The miracles of abundance, that is, doesn't mean just abundance in financial terms, but also abundance in terms of abundance of emotions, abundance of experiences, a variety of experiences. I see the purity, which shows a spouse, like a wife, a bride. So again, confirmation of the intention of being with you and feeling empowered by coming together in this marriage. You're restoring their hope for a different type of life, where they can take risks without being so cautious as they've always been, where they feel confident because you fulfill them in every way, and when they can finally relax. This person has not experienced much relaxation in their life, always chasing new goals, objectives. So this is a positive change that this person wants to embrace with you, embark on with you, which will lead to this comfort, safe sense of safety, and a sense of spiritual connection. Highlighted again, so it's coming out, confirming previous other oracle cards. This is going to heal major wounds for them, and it's going to feel like success, empowerment for them. So this person is going to confess that you represent a great source of comfort, a great source of self-empowerment, and feeling like they are successful in a different way than what they have always perceived as success. This person wants to tell you that they have a strategy, they have a plan on how they want to move forward with you in order to protect what you two are building together. And here it says, sorrow heals. In heartache, shadow growth awaits. Let pain refine, not define you, as brighter days are promised. So this was a painful transition for this person, because they had to realize that they were actually in pain, They had to kind of finally look at themselves and realize that they were the first cause of their own pain, because they weren't addressing sides of them which felt uncomfortable, specifically the vulnerable heart, emotional side that they didn't want to address as much. And they are going to say to you that with you they feel like they can create some very magical new dimensions of life. This vortex that where they feel like they can be very imaginative and manifesting dreams into reality. Any kind of dreams. It's like this art opening represents also the opening of a new life dimension for this person, a new lifestyle. And they're gonna confess how much they love you, how much they feel for you, how much their emotions run very deep within their heart, and that they see a prosperous and abundant future ahead of you too. And they're going to be very open about this. They might even write you specifically a letter where they maybe find easier to completely throw their heart secrets out in the open. So they may write you a love letter, which is very romantic, and they're going to lay down all their burdens, everything they have compressed and repressed in regards to their feelings along the time. And they're going to tell you that they see clearly things as they are, that they see clearly the possibilities with you, and that they want to be open to receive everything that they know they're worthy of receiving, of all these gifts that you can offer them, because they always doubted deep within themselves, they always doubted how worthy they were of actually having a true loving relationship where another person would give their all to them. So I see somebody really making a huge progress and a huge effort here. Your future spouse is making a huge effort in order to open up in ways that they've never done before with anyone else. So this is extremely vulnerable, I can tell. And I feel this needs to be really treated with a lot of delicate handling from you when they will come out like that, because it's definitely not easy for this person. Something extremely out of their comfort zone, but all the while very much that they want to do, because of course the motivation is strong, as we saw the card of inspiration. You are inspiring them to do this because of the feelings that they feel for you, because of how you are and what you offer to them. And so it comes natural in a way because of all these feelings that they feel. Now I'm going to have a look next at how you're going to answer and what you're going to feel about this huge confession that you're going to receive. And then after that I'm going to have a look at the response of your future spouse to your answer, to the way you answer to this confession. And after that I'm going to gather an advice for you, and I will end the reading with some letter tiles, just as a confirmation, extra confirmation that this is for you. So let's begin your response. So I'm going to consult 2 tarot decks for this. And I'm not sure if I mentioned at the beginning of the reading that when I reach 3,000 subscribers, I will give away a free personal reading. So if you want to participate and in the possibility of winning this free reading, please check the description box on how you can participate. So your response is wow, the Four of Wands. Wow, that's so beautiful. And the Queen of Swords. And the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, amazing. You completely back up this person. Let me see. And the King of Swords. Yeah, another match. Two other match in the same King and Queen of the same suits. At the bottom of the deck I have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Let me clarify. Please clarify the Four of Wands for the response you're gonna give. Two of Voices. Six of Voices. Too many cards, sorry. I'm gonna take the first. Nine of Emotions. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please. The Star. Clarify the King of Swords, please. The Justice. At the bottom of the deck, the Three of Emotions. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. So, when your future spouse is gonna tell you all of this love and all that they want to build with you, you're gonna say a big yes, decisive. You're gonna show 100% that you're into them, that you want this, that this is a wish come true for you. You're gonna express clearly, with clear words, how much you desire to come into union with them in a marriage, how much you want to offer to them, put in the same amount of work that they put, how much you want to treat them right, and want to celebrate life together. And I also feel that you're going to handle them extremely carefully. I see the gentleness of this figure here holding this tiny figure here, which tells me that you're going to be very delicate about the fact that you know how vulnerable your future spouse feels at that point, like a little child that's just like completely in the hands of another person when they're opening up like that. So you're going to carefully handle and very well, very wisely handle your person. So I'm all in for your answer. Like, I absolutely appreciate your answer, because I think you are really taking this matter in the best way possible. Let's see now their response to your answer, which I'm pretty sure, I mean, that was extremely positive. So what is the answer, the response of group 3 future spouse to your answer, to their proposal, basically? What is the response? Five of Wands. They're gonna be shocked. Seven of Pentacles. Chariot. Nine of Swords. Shocked, I'm telling you. And Nine of Pentacles. They're not gonna believe that you're saying yes so quickly, so decisively. They're like, literally cannot believe that all their doubts and fears can dissolve and they can move forward and can build with you. They cannot believe that you see them as worthy in a way, you know. They feel so appreciated by you. They finally see their worth through your eyes. I feel emotional. This is not even the pile that I would pick for me, but I'm feeling emotional because I feel, sorry, I really feel how painful it was for this person to leave, not believing that they were worth the love they were seeking. Sorry. Wow, group 3, that hit me hard. Ooh. Anyway, let's see your advice. Right, so let's see your advice. What's the advice for group 3? If you believe, so this is the advice for when your person will be opening up to you. The situation will improve. Helpful people. Unlikely. I'll see what this is about. And a year from now. Okay, so this could happen a year from now, but I wouldn't focus too much on the timing, because if you don't know, some of you probably already know, time in tarot is fluid, so don't over focus on the timing, although it could happen anytime within a year, I would say. I want to clarify the unlikely, because clearly this is not clear. So unlikely, what is this unlikely all about? Nine of Cups, Empress reverse, the Hermit. Okay, so what this message is saying is that you need to keep believing in the manifestation of this union, because the situation will improve within a year, I would say. You will not remain in a state of isolation where there is no expansion and progress in this matter of wish fulfillment when it comes to your emotions. So keep positive, basically this is saying. Helpful people is talking about your spiritual team being around you, supporting you, so call on to their help. Ask for their help if you need support. They may come through in a dream for you. Maybe your spirit guide or guides could come through a dream and talk to you through a dream. So ask if you need support during this time where you feel like you haven't yet maybe manifested this, or where you're not there yet. And let me get your initials, okay? So we'll have a look at that. So what are the initials that mostly can resonate with group 3? Okay, I have A, F, I. This is an empty tile, you can put any letter. E, G, O, T, R, N, N, E. Again, M, B, D, T, Y, N, A, D, B, and V. So this is your reading. If you liked it, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video, leave me a comment. I mean, anything really helps hype the video. So any any energy exchange, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a bright day. Bye bye.